This
classes,
conference will now be recorded.
and even few of the CSS classes we have seen, right? Yes, CSS are different types. So inline, internal, and external, like that. So properties. So you see here font, border, font, all these things we have seen, right? And yesterday we have seen margin also, and now we are going to see padding. Very important. Okay, margin and padding both are important. So let's create a new component, a component, March 23rd. Yes. So once this is completed, so we will see. So other things. Okay, let's create a lightning application. C colon that's it. Okay, preview it. Good. Now what we are going to see is so just about the padding. What is a padding? So let's look at. Write a div inside a div. So I want to display something. Yeah. This is para 1. This is para 2. So refresh it. This is para 1. This is para 2. So let me add background color for this border also for the main div. Okay, let's how to add style attribute, and here so border. Okay, color you can give, and some situations even you don't need to give color also. So like border styles. So how to give border styles? So 2 pixel, solid, and red. Okay, this is the border, and now let's see. So I want to move inside paragraphs are there, right? So even for paragraphs also you can give borders. Now one is green color or black. Okay, now you see. Okay, what I want to do is I want to move this paragraph. Okay, inside it is available inside the div. I want to move little bit right side. I want to move little bit right side that paragraph. How to move? So generally little bit right side means generally you used to think, right? So like margin only you need to use, like that you need to think, right? Let's try with margin. Margin left 50 pixel. Okay. Okay, yeah, let's see. So some situations, in some situations, so if this margin doesn't work inside, okay, so let's do one thing. Let's remove this one. Even remove this one. Even remove this one. Refresh it. Okay. Now let's see here. Let's go with span. Okay, good. Nothing is happening, right? Okay. Now I want to move this one little bit right side. So the text, whatever I have written, right, that I want to move little bit right side. Even I don't want to span also. Let's see here. Okay, let's see. Now in this situation, this text I want to move little bit right side, not a div. Okay, I'm not asking about the div. I want to move this text on div. So then how to move? So inside text, if you want to move, okay, to the right side, what you need to do is you need to use padding. Okay, so here to the main tag you need to use padding. Padding left also 50 pixel. That's it. Okay, have you seen padding left to the main tag we are giving so that the text is moving little bit right side. Okay, so if you use a padding, then how it will work? To the text to the border. Okay, padding means the text to the border. The space between the text to the border will be calculated with padding. Not only text inside. Okay, so margin means margin will be impact on one tag to another tag. The space between one tag to another tag can be calculated with margin, and the space between the borders to inside text or inside elements, so you can calculate it with padding. Okay, so that is the difference between the padding and margin, guys. So in this situation, it is a text and we need to give a space between the text to the border. Okay, parent element. So in that situation we go with so padding. Inside elements, if you want to move like some space, if you want to give, right, that is called padding, and outside if you want to give space, that is called margin. Okay, let's see. Even here I have used so paragraph. So now let me inspect this one. Okay, just click on it. Now have you seen only development? It is moved to so this side, right? Yeah. So right side styles are there, right? Have you seen styles? Go down, go down. Yeah. Have you seen this box? Okay. Have you seen padding? How much padding I have given? This box, 50 pixel padding I have given. So when I keep my mouse on this one, and here the color is showing. Okay. So border to text. Okay. Border to text. The space is between border to text is nothing but a padding. Okay. Now suppose what is margin? Let's see. Now I have given paragraph here. Check here. Okay, let's give border also for this one. Okay, have you seen this? No? Div, in the div element, this text is moved. So let's see here, 50 pixels. Okay, so above text also moved to little bit right, and even the paragraph, total paragraph itself moved to little bit right side. Okay, so that is called padding. Okay, now suppose here I want to give margin left. I want to give 20 pixel. Now let's see the difference between this one. Okay, what happened here? Border is one, so padding up to from here to here it is applied. That is what div padding. Okay, and after that one, click on paragraph. So paragraph element is a little bit moved to right side. Okay, go down. Okay, it is a little bit moved to margin. Have you seen this one? Margin 20 pixel, which is highlighted. Color is highlighted red color. What is that one? So P element is moved little bit right from another element. So the space between one element to another element can be calculated with margin. The total P is moved. You know, have you seen this bracket? This bracket. Okay. Total P element itself moved little bit right. Okay. So P element to the another element, the space between these two elements is nothing but a margin. Okay. Now here I want to give padding left. Now you see the difference again, 30 pixel. See the border and observe it. Now you get a clear picture. Okay. So have you seen this one development? Okay. In the development, green color from here to here it is padding. Okay. From here to here padding. And now from here to here it is margin because per paragraph element. So let's see, if you press on the paragraph element, the red color is what? Margin. Margin 20 pixel I have given. Again padding for paragraph element. So have you seen the padding? 30 pixel. Okay, 30 pixel padding is there inside. That is what? From border to text. Padding means, see here, text only moved. The element is not moved. Element means it should move border also, right? It is not moved. Okay, that means what? So inside the element, if any text or whatever it may be, if it is there, it will be moved. It might be a text or it might be another element, whatever it may be. Padding means from border to the inside element, it will be moved. The space between, so what is this one? The space between border to inside elements or text is nothing but a padding. Margin means the space between border to outside element. So simple. Space between border to inside element is nothing but a padding. Space between border to outside element is nothing but a margin. That is the difference. Now suppose I want to give space at the top also. Suppose margin. So this paragraph I want to give. So 30 pixel top also. Only for paragraph. So here I can do like padding top only, and only for paragraph tab it will apply. So have you seen 30 pixel top, 30 pixel left, 30 pixel. Okay, the space between border to the inside element is nothing but a padding. The space between border to outside element is nothing but a margin. However you want, you can. So that is enough for these properties, guys. And now let's discuss about in. So this is what style? Inline style. Okay, inline style is completed. Inline style. So you can apply CSS styles. So by using inline, that is completed. Next, if you want to apply, so next type of styles, how many? Internal. Okay, internal style. So internal style. So let's come to this one. Let's say like to apply this one, we have a different, I mean, like, how could I say? Yeah. As of now, style is acting as a attribute, right? And now style will act as a, so like element. So let's see here. These styles I want to apply later. Motor. ఎంతసేపు అయినేసి ఎవరు నువ్వేసా తాతయ్య చేసిందా? ఏం వేసు రన్నింగ్కి వెళ్ళా? Okay, sorry guys. Okay, so come to the point now. So this is para one, right? So how to apply CSS styles? So here can you see style this bundle? So what we can do is we can write styles in a separate file, and internal styles means like, let's see here. Okay, so we can write styles in a separate like file. Let's see here. What we can do is, let's here we have different types. Okay, so like I can say selectors. Okay, different selectors. Let's say class selector and id selector, and next is like element selector and group selector. Okay, so element selector, class selector, id selector. However, in normal CSS styles we used to use these things, but class selector, right, in ARA component we used to use class selector. Okay, so let's play a game with this. Let's go and let's check it like this. My ఎన్నింటికి మా పోయేది ఈరోజు? ఎన్నింటికి పోయేది? 8:30కి పోదామా? 9ంటికి పోతే ఎట్లా ఇంటర్వ్యూస్ ఉంది మళ్ళీ. Okay, so I don't know how to explain to you guys really. Is right. Okay, so here generally in Visual Force page we need to write like this. Let me just give an introduction, guys. So head and style tag you need to give, and so you can write like this. So here generally we used to give like different selectors. Okay, if it is a class selector you can apply in a different way. If it is a ID selector you can apply in a different way. So like that. So let's see like class selector. Think in that way. So class selector means what we need to do is for each element you need to write, the syntax will be like this: tag tag. Okay, so here you need to write class attribute, and inside you can write class names, any n number class names you can write your wish. Okay, so on. Okay, for time being you can write one class, guys. Yeah. Okay, and this is what you need to write, and inside the style generally this style, right? So here you need to mention the class name. So class name means it should be starts with the dot symbol, and it should be like this. So like this. So now you can write the styles, whatever properties are there, right? So property name, value, okay. So you can give like this, guys. Okay. So property name and value. Okay, class. You can give any class, guys. Main container. And here you can just type it like this, mention like this. Okay, and the property name, what is the property name? Suppose think in that way, color equal to red. Simply save it, and now you used to get error, right? Style attribute. Okay, and actually there is another way, guys. One second. Internal styles for our component style tag that we are not following. However, just I want to show you, that's it. It is CSS file. Okay, Okay, so this is not, and let me check another way. Not inline, I want internal within ARA components. This, however, we are going to discuss. Yeah. This one I need to know. ARA HTML tag equal to style. Yes. Okay. Okay. So refresh it. So let's refresh. Bye. Okay. So let's see here. The color is applied. So what is this one? ARA HTML tag equal to style, and we can see this one. So what is this one? Class. Class is represented with dot symbol, guys. Okay. So this you can mug up it. Going forward, you will see. So simply you can blindly you can follow this tag. Okay. ARA HTML tag equal to style. So it can be what is this meaning is, so class name is this one. That means for div, so this is the class name. Okay, so for div this is the class name, and what you can do is simply inside the div, how many elements are there, forget about that, and that elements, okay, for that class element, whatever style you have applied, that will be applied to entire div. In entire div, what are there? This and paragraph both are there. Okay, for entire div, this and paragraph both are there. So now what we are going to do is, let's see here. What is there? Here you can see like class name and flower brackets, and here property name and property value. Have you seen property name and property value? So another property I want to give, like suppose font size equal to 18 pixel. Okay, so this is para 1. Font size equal to 18 pixel. Next, so it applied to both paragraph and both another things also. Next thing is like, yeah, any style if you want you can apply for div. Okay, so that's what. Suppose remove this one. I want to apply that style only for paragraph. So what I need only for paragraph. So here class equal to, and class is a standard attribute. Here copy this one and paste it here. Okay, this is a para one, that's it. Okay, only the style is applied to bottom one. Okay, this is para one and this is paragraph. Okay, this is paragraph para one. Next, good. Now the style is applied only for this paragraph, not for others. So the style is applied only for paragraph. We can see here this paragraph is a paragraph. Okay, yeah, cool. Next, and I want to apply a separate style for this paragraph, or I want to apply, yeah, separate style for this paragraph. So what I can do is put this one in a span, and now so you can see here span I have used, right? Class name you can write, give any class name. Okay, and now so this no styles will be applied. You can see here nothing will be changed because, okay, nothing will be changed. So because, so here you can see the class, right? And this class you need to write here how dot class name. Okay, lower brackets, open and close it, and apply the styles. So you can apply, suppose color I want to apply property name green, and font size I want to apply 25 pixel, border 1 pixel, pink, solid. Okay, these styles will be applied. So group of styles you can apply. Okay, group of styles you can write in a class and add that class here simply, that's it. Have you seen, this is a para one. Okay, this is a span. Okay, this is a span one. Now this is a paragraph, para one style is different, and this is a span and style is different. Both styles are different. So this style is different, this style is because of the class. Okay, because of the class. Okay, now what I want is, so like suppose can I apply same styles to two different tags? So like let's say here another span is there. Span. Okay, so now let's see here. Can I apply same style like this style to this and this? I want to apply to this element and to this element same style. So what can I do? Simply you have here, right? That is the, so main, I mean this one, right? Class name, copy the class name and for which tag you want, go to the tag, give class, and provide like this. So this is how you can provide. So one class you can add it to many number of tags. Okay, span two elements. So this one and this one. So for one class you can add same class you can add to different styles. Now let's see here. Okay, so this is how you can go with classes. So the thing is mainly, so this is the class, right? The properties you have created the class that will be applied to as many as your wish. If you want to apply for any tag, you can apply. So it is called reusability. So you have prepared the data here and reused in many places. That is called reusability. What is the benefit of the internal CSS styles? Now, what is the benefit? Reusability of same properties to different places. Okay, reusability of properties in many places. That's called that. Okay. Next. So, however, ID selector, I don't think so. Let's check ID selector. Next selector is what? Let's go with ID. As of now, I'm going with the class, right? Let me go with ID. Let's check here. These things, however, we are not going to use in our regular life, guys. Okay. So for ID selector, how to write? Simply tag in HTML, because in LWC it will be useful. That is the reason now I am telling these selectors. Actually, in LWC, so you are going to use these things. So that is the reason. Two ways I'm going to explain to you. So like ID, you can mention like any ID. Okay, and here even in external files also you can see same thing only, guys. Okay, so internal and external files also you are going to learn these things. So that is the reason now itself I am telling. Okay, so main container ID, right? General ID you can give flower brackets. Actually the so here you can give slash. That's it, guys. Okay, you can give slash, and here you can give property name, property values. Is there any difference between the class selector to ID selector? Only you can mention ID and you can separate it with slash. Apart from that, there is no difference between both. Okay, so class and ID selectors. Next, sorry. So this is how generally we can do. Let's check whether it will support here itself or not. So now remove it, class selectors, remove it. Now ID, right? Let's go to ID equal to in span, and let's put here ID, and you need to give just a slash, check it how it works, and also give per paragraph span another ID. Give this one. Very easy, guys. Starting only you might get confused, but going forward you can easily understand it. Once everything is finished, then you can easily understand. Yeah, you can see now two are applied. So what styles you have given for the first one? Color red, font size 18. Okay, where you have used this one? Let's check here. You have used, so for first span color red and font, so it is applied. Very nice. Next, for the second span you have given this one, and so this styles will be applied. So solid border green. Why border is not applied? BORDAD border. I don't think so. Oh, color missed. Pink, right? Instead of pink I have given pink. Okay, now you can see 1 pixel border is there. If you want to give 2 pixels or 10 pixel border also you can give. Okay, now you see here that style is applied with the IDs. Properties and values are not changed, but the thing is you can represent that properties along with IDs or along with the classes, whatever it may be. Okay, so ID and class both are CS. Okay, both are, I mean, if it is not ARA component, ID and the classes, both the attributes are very important. Okay, but if it is we are using ARA components, right? Now class is the main one. Class we are going to use as mainly. Next, so now come to the point. Let's see, like, yeah, you can apply same ID also in different for different tags also. Okay, and it is always better. You could not use a different ID, should be unique, like a record ID, how you are, so just giving unique IDs, right? Same way you could not give same IDs. It is not a best way to write same IDs in two places. Okay, you can see. Okay, so you should not write these two IDs. Okay, ID should not be duplicate. That's what you need to remember. Okay, class can have duplicates, but ID should not have duplicates. Try to understand it. ID is unique. Okay, these names are unique in this entire. So this div, like whatever it may be, content same. Next, and next is ID selector, and this one we have seen, right? Next, group selector. Before going to that one, what we understand simply, even for one tag you can have ID selector and even class selector also. Finally, so it will be like this. Okay, either you can use ID or class name for both the things. Even you can write a class name also, not a problem, but and write separate. So for this class, if I want to write a separate style, so go here, dot class name, flower brackets, and now inside you can write. So what class name you have given? Red, right? This one, and I want to add border for this one, suppose. So you see here. So two styles applied. With ID, one style is applied. With the class, another style is applied. Okay, with ID, with class. So two styles are applied. Okay, so you can do based on the requirements you will do. So some people will have a question, Nakib, so when can I know how to apply all these kind of things? When you practice, once CSS is completed, I will give videos, project videos. So outside, that person has created those projects, HTML, CSS project, purely HTML, CSS. Okay, once you practice 2 projects, then you get to know. Okay, once you completed 2 projects, then you get to know. Even he write the code, the way how he has written the code, right? You can follow him, like how I'm just giving training, right? So he has written so the code in a proper way. You can follow so that you can understand. With experience only you can understand. Okay. So don't worry, if you do 2 projects, you get a clear picture, and at least my suggestion is finish 4 projects. Okay. Next, so div span like that it is completed, right? Okay. Next, group selectors. So group selectors. So what is a group selectors? Here selectors are there, right? These are all different selectors, class selector and ID selector, and so these selectors. What is a group selector? Let's say, let me show you like selector 1. Selector 1, selector 2, selector 3, so like that. So selector 1, selector 2, selector 3, and so flower brackets. So this is called group selector, guys. Nothing is there. Okay. Generally, what is the syntax, guys? So let me give a generic syntax. Okay. So here selector type equal to so val selector name. That's it. Okay. And now here what you can do is selector type not selector type, sorry, selector name and property name, so property value. Okay, so this is how based on the selector type we can add either a dot symbol or a slash symbol. If it is a class you can go with a dot. Okay, and here it should be class. Okay, that's it. Suppose if it is ID and you should just go with slash. So that is the only difference, guys. Okay, apart from that nothing is there. But one more difference you need to work like so ID selectors, right? Like you cannot write same ID, okay, in different for different tags also. That you need to check. Okay, 1 second actually. So 1 second. Today total disturbance. Huh? Hmm. One second. Okay, let's see. So now, so let's see here. So this is how you can do, right? Next, last one, group selector. Suppose, how can I add a group selector? Simply, let's say, and refresh it. Okay, so span two element. Now this same style I want to not, okay, let's see here. Here ID is there, and I want to apply here class is there. Okay, now what I want to do is same property, same property, same, okay, group of properties I want to apply for this and this, both places. So as I mentioned, right, so here two ways we can do. One way is simply same class name you can apply, sorry, same class name you can apply here and here, same class name. Okay, that is one way you can achieve it. Okay, so this class and this class you can apply. Next, another way is, suppose if I have used ID, I want to use ID, so there is no wrong, nothing is wrong here, guys. Okay, and now, so what I want to do is, I want to, here only class is there and here ID is there. So what I'm going to do is, here the class name is changed. Okay, save it. Now copy it, comma, and so put, it is what class, right? Put dot comma class name, that's it. So this style is applied. Same style will be applied to another one. Another way, why I'm showing you, you know, in real time, some situations you might use this kind of solutions. That is the reason all possible situations I am telling guys. Okay, so now you see P1 class and ID. So here ID, comma, class. So this is called group selector. Simply, that's it, guys. So let's come to the group selector, comma, selector name 1, selector name 2, like that. Unlimited, so on. As many as you can give, not a problem. Okay, whatever selector type. Okay, unlimited selectors you can make. So that's it, guys, for today class. And tomorrow class, what I'm going to do is same styles. What I'm going to do is, so I will show you how to apply here. Generally, if it is ARA component, we need to work here, not here. Okay, I mean, it is not a problem, but as per that, so files they have given, right, SalesForce, you can write the files here only, not here. Why I'm telling here means, in external and even in LWC also we are going to use same pattern. That's why, so I just tell right now itself, I just explained. Okay, today very limited, we have